Playful, so if they want to, you just have to leave.
I grew up in Fresno, so it's a really big like farm area, and my school had a farm in the back of it. So we raised sheep, goats, and pigs. And we always ask, how come we can never get a cow? This answers why. Because our stables are just too small for it.
So you'll probably find out a lot of things you're asking different than animals that are like raised in production.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And they don't look so big from far away. So they're much more calm. They're a lot like dogs. So even when you see a cow, and I used to before I had sanctuary, every time I saw a cow, I said, oh, I want to go pet a cow, I want to go meet a cow. But a cow that's raised on this much space with like people who respect her is really well done. That cow that is better.
How much does this one weigh? 2,000 pounds.
Gracie is what is typically considered a Gracie cow, a dairy cow. So she's a Holstein cow, and cows are just like us. They only make breast milk for their babies. So in order to get milk for like cheese or dairy products, they have to breed the cows and then take away their babies to milk them for humans. So I always thought cows just made milk, but they don't. It's just breast milk. Same way we just make milk as women, right? So Gracie was born in the dairy industry just so that her mom, she was married to a Holstein, she started out sick. But
you drive by in a freeway and they would look
so
so big.
Pig that big, or I've never seen cows that big. But just because you don't see them as adults.
Yeah.
Right? Slaughter age, and as you know, if you work on farms, it's pretty
3 of these are family from a milking cow that they were saved, and the 4th one, or 4 of them are, and the big one behind this one is from FAA. Somebody donated it after they didn't want it sent to the slaughter. This place is a sanctuary for animals that were abused, animals that were born with defects, or animals that were in scientific experiments, and we're going to put to slaughter. These guys raise them. It's out here in San Diego.
Probably never seen pigs like this, right? Even if you've met a lot of pigs, they don't exist. So they're only bred for animal testing. That's why their skin feels just like ours.
I see.
So these guys really are only in test labs. You don't normally see them out of a test lab, but a local lab here. Yeah. So they usually do dermal testing, and then these girls had indwelling catheters, so they were doing a lot of blood testing on them. She wants her belly rubbed. So pigs, if you know how to do a pig belly rub.
These were raised for blood testing and for skin products.
It's either way. So typically it's skin, but on them it was blood. Yeah.
But these kind don't exist
out in the wild. No.
Yeah, so a similar breed, which is like a Yucatan pig in the Yucatan Peninsula, but they're like 700 pounds. And these guys are like mini Yucatans, but they've been bred because if you touch them, you can feel their skin feels just like ours.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lab releases us a ton of animals, from beagles to bunnies to Yucatan pigs. So we've kept a few of the Yucatan pigs here, but even like tomorrow actually at 5 in the morning, I'm picking up 4 pigs and taking them to Texas to exit the lab.
You're taking 4 of these to Texas?
Not mine, but same kind of pigs. These Yucatans are gonna leave the lab tomorrow, and then I'm taking them to Sanctuary in Texas. That's Carol. You can pet her. I'm sorry. I know that it sounded really excited, but she doesn't come up to people. So that was really cool that she came up. She was from a high kill shelter, same like dogs, pigs wind up at shelters too. And we saw the picture of her and we thought, oh gosh, she looks so pregnant, and then as soon as we went to go get her because we thought she was pregnant, and by the time we got there, she already had 6 babies. So they all live here. That's one of her daughters right there, Fiona.
When you take them from like the testing, do you have to like negotiate to take them, or you ask them and they allow?
Labs just euthanize, but for us, this lab called us about 1 pig maybe 2 years ago because they loved just that 1 pig. And we said, well, if you ever have any other animals, call us. And the veterinarian, every time she's ready, every time they finish their studies, if they can be released, she calls us.
That's good.
I mean, I think most people that work on farms or work at labs, like nobody wants to see animals get hurt, right? So if they have the opportunity for them like not to get hurt, why not, right?
Yeah. There's some turkeys. She said turkeys they're genetically engineered to be slaughtered at about 12 weeks. These are 4 years old, and so since they're so old, she has to put them in foot soak. Their feet, they have feet problems, foot soak, and laser treatments on their feet, and she's feeding them some lettuce, it looks like. And those are 4-year-old turkeys. She said turkeys that we eat are like 12 weeks old. This is the windiest day of the year. She said the windiest day she's ever experienced out here. Driving here, I'll try to get video of it. On the freeway, the cones are blown over. It was like a slalom. Look at his little mini tusks.
Did you get out of the way so they could go in there? Or are you protecting your kids? He like thinks these piglets are his and they're not. I'm just gonna try to get him down for a belly rub so you guys can go in, otherwise he's gonna guard. He's gonna guard him. So if you guys want to, if you go in behind him and go nice and slow, they'll probably all love belly rubs. You're not We'll try to come back. We'll try to come back and see the babies. We'll go ahead and go to the next area. We'll come back. I know. Those are your babies. They're your babies. Well, babies! You want to come out here?
This is an older goat.
Letty.
He's got arthritis. He doesn't stand up a lot.
Yeah, he came from an abuse case, and he has an old broken clavicle that healed wrong before he got here. So he's got a little limp forever. This is Honey. Hi, baby. And Honey's the boss in here. They all respect us. Yeah, they all respect her though.
That one horn break off, or?
Yeah, so it's really funny when the other goats that are the leaders or the other pigs that are the leaders are mad, they'll kind of headbutt the other animals, right? Or maybe the other pig. But her, she's so gentle that if anybody else upsets her, she headbutts a wall. And that's what happened to your horn. And what he's doing when he rubs his head on you, it's not being sassy or anything. He's just claiming you. So he wants everybody to know that you're his,
like a
you're
cat.
his person. Exactly, exactly like a cat.
My ears.
This one's okay to pet?
Of course, yeah.
Look, he's itching his back with his horn. This one's got a mask on, so you know he get dust in his eyes.
He feels completely different. He's soft.
I've got a good heart. You just want to make sure Sherby doesn't pick up on you. No. The sheep are 50-50 on it. They want to pick up. Hi. This is Kyle.
Kyle.
Loves people if you want to pet
South Park.
him. Kyle, when you first got here, his legs were all the way out like a spider. That's the head. Yeah, so he's a La Mancha goat. And same thing like cows. Goats only make milk for their babies. La Mancha is a dairy goat for like feta cheese or anything like that. So they actually take the babies from the mom before they go straight to slaughter and spend $30,000.
So he was born with the tendons and legs wouldn't work. He was on the ground. They couldn't slaughter him. So they gave him, they were going to put him out of his misery. These guys took him, casted him, and $3,000 later, he's walking.
And happy.
Wow, you're a big one. This is a big guy right here. Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Look at the size of those ears.
Yeah, it turns on because you
Little buffer.
I'm gonna keep Sherby kind of distracted over here, but those 3 girls are amazing. Layla was an FFA project. Oh, sorry, Sherby. And then the student put her in their reading program, but then they decided to close their reading program and send the moms off. And so she was supposed to be slaughtered on a Wednesday. The student brought her here on a Monday, and on Sunday she had twin babies. So she was that pregnant. She was still gonna go to slaughter.
She's an FFA, and she's gonna get slaughtered, but she was pregnant, so the person decided to donate it instead of selling it, and those are her 2 babies.
I had heard that. It was how do you do that? Oh, no, she was so pregnant. And it's like one of those things that every time I think I know everything off, so I look it up. But no, it sounds so breathing right now. So that was the thing. And it only makes sense.
So it's mother, or that's mother, 2 babies.
This one, yeah.
There's Salt Lake. Oh, buddy, is that good? Is that good? Mmm. Tasty salt. Mmm. Look at him. And this one's legs were crushed. She was stomped on as a baby. Only one leg actually works. But she gets around in that little go-kart. She was hauling over here.
Roundups horses.
Oh.
And so she was rounded up and then brought to a meat farm where she was bred. And then she was trampled by horses. So she lost that left leg. So we brought her here. And now she thinks, you know, every new animal is her baby. So that's why she's like that with Freddie. So she takes really good
What's her name?
care of her, Charlotte.
So Charlotte lost her leg, got trampled by a horse from Mississippi. Lost one leg, trampled by a horse. And now she thinks this one's her baby, Freddie. So she guards him. So these pigs are 700 pounds.
This one can be a little pushy, so I'm gonna pet her and see if I can get her down for belly rub.
Look at the tusks. It's a
This is 500
big pig.
angel.
So how much do they weigh?
They weigh a little over 700 pounds. So her, I'm gonna say if she comes up to you, just walk away, just because she could be a little bossy sometimes.
700 pounds.
Can I rub your belly? There you go. Yeah, let me rub your belly. That'll be nice.
Wow, it's like straw.
Do a belly rub. So when he's doing that, he's just talking.
Look at
To
that.
keep her distracted. But pigs, when they meet their, did your pig friend, I was gonna say, did your pig look like that kind of?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Diamond is over there, and you can go right in there with her and rub her belly.
Put some boots. All right. Not at all. If you have time, I would definitely go watch it.
The visuals are really good. We went to a place in Hawaii where we had like actual loves. You go back and eat in there. That was better. It's so fun. You know? That's the only thing I can think of. Yeah. Because it feels like a regular seat and you can't lean back. And
Oh, yeah.
So these two are sisters. This one's older, 6, and she said 5.
So I would say you guys want to let go and start to get water feed them.
Look at her gum.
Of course I do.
Firecracker.
Let's hold him out.
Smaller, thinner one. Break them in half. You could have a couple too. Store. Cows don't have any top teeth. Girl right here.
Oh,
You want to feed her. They don't have any top teeth. Yeah, so you're
Wow. Some strong winds.
It's not normal. It's like a really bad wind day. We have maybe like 2 like this a year. Figure out which roofs hold up and which don't. This is our first year with a clear roof, so I would just give her one. Yeah, one at a
I'll be
time.
making. I won't be able to be our.
That good? That cow back there is a black Angus cow, and it is bigger than the fence. The fence is 6 foot. Look at the tail. The back butt is higher than the fence. Black Angus. Raised for steaks. Not that guy. Him and his brothers and his sister made it out without going into a steak.
I wish I would have known you then in your picture.
10 of these are all babies off of, I think she said that one. These 10 babies from her. She was brought in here pregnant. So they've never known anything except the sanctuary.
So what he's doing right now, I don't know if you guys have ever known a goat, but he's looking at you, he's looking up there, he's looking at you, he's up there. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Goats are really good communicators. They've actually been domesticated longer than dogs. So I think he's asking for help if you want to hand him a couple of those pine needles.
Oh, okay.
So if you take a little couple
They'll eat
pieces
pine
off.
needles?
Yeah, that's what he wants. So because he can't reach them, obviously, he's looking at them and then looking at the thing like, excuse me, could you please get that for me?
That's pretty neat.
I would not have read that.
Yeah. It's just one of those things like, if you have a dog or a cow at home, you probably know when they need your help,
You'll
right?
pick it up.
Okay, that's it. Then no more tongue tie.
There's another goat lost a leg, being stepped on by a bigger animal. This one used to be in one of those little go-karts also, but his one leg developed nice and strong, so now he's able to get around.
Really sweet. Ears are like velvet. Oh, very
what happened to
busy.
his leg?